Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. They bring you a replay in the Super Conqueror, the British Tier 10 Heavy. Great tank. Prior to this, I had abysmal games, to be honest. I had like 3 or 4 abysmal games in a row. And then out of nowhere I had this one. The first 2 games, I think the first game we lost... basically, we only killed like 2 or 3 tanks, and my team absolutely crumbled in the first couple of minutes. Second game, I think we killed 3 or 4 of the enemy tanks, and the rest of the team got wiped. The game after that, I was on TheRohanUK, and 2 artillery just targeted me the whole game. Obviously, you know how I feel about artillery. I really hate artillery. Don't think it should be in the game. Now, the excuse the developers make for having artillery in the game is to stop camping. That doesn't make any sense, because if you're in the back, you're the least that you're going to be spotted last. So artillery are probably going to be targeting, say I'm pushing, I'm at the front, I get spotted within the first 30 seconds of the game. Another heavy sitting at the back, doesn't get spotted for another minute. Artillery is going to obviously target me straight away, right? Rather than waiting another minute to see if there's anybody camping at the back who might never get spotted anyway. And again, it's supposed to stop camping. I was doing the opposite of camping. I was trying to spot up for my team, use my armor like it should be, working the hill, and it makes the whole point of the Super Conqueror and the other tanks like it completely pointless, because artillery can completely ignore your turret armor. So yeah, very, very annoying. And then I had this game after 2 games of being targeted by artillery, and then 2 games of my team absolutely being wiped off the face of the planet. Obviously, I'm shouting good game already because we're already 3 tanks down, so it looks like it's going to go exactly how it went before. So I'm already prepared for a losing game, and this is why I'm not actually pushing. I'm doing exactly what artillery is supposed to be to stop, is camping, but that's all I could do. After 2 games of being annihilated for playing the game properly, I'm just like, right, I'm going to sit back, and obviously artillery isn't in this game, so I didn't need to really do that so much. But it felt completely pointless being aggressive or playing the game properly at that point after those 4 games. So after you get punished for playing the game properly, why not play it incorrectly? And then I realised that our team is not going down the JK line, and actually they've completely collapsed on the rear. Now this is obviously at the point of the game where I go, well, we've definitely lost, right? Okay, we're 12 on 12 right now, but they've got map control, and that usually means they're going to win, right? But luckily, like I said, there's no artillery in this game, so I can actually work these ridge lines properly. There's a ridge line in front of us, there's this ridge line here, and we can actually use our tank properly, which is great. This guy is pretty insane going out in the open in his super heavy like that. But to be fair, there doesn't look like there's actually much in the way of people firing over this way. So he did. To be fair, he only got 1 shot put into him, and really, if my team was playing all that well. Should be he should have been annihilated, really. This guy is not even moving all that fast. Not sure what he was trying to do. As you can see, we're now 2 tanks up because the enemy team is doing kind of stupid things. And now he pulls out side on. Let me get a shot into him, which was very nice of him. But he got to safety. And there we go, the E100. Fluffs his shot. Pushes it a little bit too quickly. Seeing if I can get even a tracking shot on him at this point, but doesn't look like it. We're baiting him at this point. I'm going to outspot him, so if he does pop up, I'm going to probably spot him before he spots me. And there are tanks in front. Oh, put him on 93 hit points. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, that was... Unluckily, that was not a killing shot. And again, we put another shot into him and track him, and he misses his shot again. Should see if we can keep him tracked. Of course, when I load premium, I bounce. That makes sense. Put another shot into him. And trying to bait a shot at him for him at this point. And seeing what he's pulled right back now. And he's just coming out side on. Then, you know, I'll take that. And put another shot into him. He's now down to a 1 shot, I believe. But our team is now losing again. I don't know why we were getting attacked on this flank, but the people on AB decided to push towards their base. Don't know why they didn't just hold there or pull back and help the help this flank before then going off. But you know, that's the way the team's acting. Just kind of waiting for this E100 to pop out, and then the IS7 pops out. Seeing if he's going to give us any shots. He's got to crest that hill if he really wants to get a shot on me, since he's got no gun depression. And he's not concentrating on me. Got a side shot into him. Again, down to a 1 shot. Can we get him before he gets away? No, of course, the killing shot bounces, even though we just penned that pretty much the exact area. It was pretty well angled, but nonetheless, it's always that killing shot that... And there we go, the E100 there pushes out the other flank. Get a nice kill, so we've got now 2 kills. And if you do like this video, guys, do give it a like and subscribe, because I've got a fair few videos in the backlog. And yeah, you can there's a whole playlist of mastery games like this. We put in the HE. Can't remember why I put the HE in. Because yeah, the IS7 here isn't really. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to poke really. And then yeah, this guy, a Conqueror comes up behind this guy, and I'm just like, oh no. I'll put him on down to a 45. I might as well keep the HE in now. Kill him. Put him out of the game. And we take out the IS7, which is nice. Put the premium rounds back in. Obviously, I've got no AP rounds left anyway. Could have left the HE in at this point. It still might have not done enough damage taking this guy out. This heavy. Actually, there's 2 guys there, so I'm gonna leave them to it. I presume they're gonna be able to take him out, and I'm gonna see if I can get any shots on these guys on the opposing hill. And they seem to be just behind, unfortunately. And bounce, of course. Now, where he was going to push to get a shot on me then. Yeah, unfortunately, so we've got a TD, a very slow TD here. So we're going to push. We're going to be aggressive. We've got the hit points right now. We've got not much to lose. He might put a couple of shots into me. At worst, if he tracks me and gets around behind me. But he's taken out that TD. I'm hoping he doesn't realise where I'm coming from. I don't think he knows where I'm coming from, and it's too late now. He was doomed. But it's 3-on-3, so the game is in the balance right now. And unfortunately, I am away from my teammates and basically the action. I think the majority of their team is over there. At least 2 of their tanks are over that side, and our team is actually in quite a precarious part of the map. Basically, they've got the low ground and the enemy's got the high ground. Now I've seen the medium. I know that they should all be there unless one of their TDs has broken off and tried to come over in this direction. But we're going to try to support our team. Try to get flanking shots if possible. But we don't want to be too risky. We don't want to be pushing out into the open, unfortunately, because they have got TDs and they've got the big guns, and they could put me out of the game pretty quickly if they turn their attention to me. So we're going to be a bit more cautious, and there we go. He's out in the open. Put a lovely shot into him, but he's on full health, and that's not what we wanted. That's very unfortunate. He was on full health, and now he's still got plenty of hit points. That's very dangerous. He is a tier 9, but that doesn't really make much difference. He's got a massive gun, and I'm not sure what the other hit points are on the other 2 tanks. I'm looking at my teammate. He's basically a one-shot for both the TDs. So that's not a good sign. And he's pushing really heavily here. And I'm a bit like, why on earth are you pushing? Wait for them to push. We want them to make mistakes. And he puts a lovely shot into it. And then to the tier 9 TD. And our TD now is going into the cap. This guy is going over the top, trying to flank. That was quite a good shot, to be fair. He was in mid-air as we shot him, but unfortunately the T-30 and the Death Star have taken out the E4, so it's just me and this TD. At this point I can't remember what the TD was that's on our team, so it's basically 2-on-2, and we get outspotted at this point. This is not good. Not really much I can do, because we've only got less than 2 minutes to go, and there's no way I can get around safely to get towards the enemy. So it might come down to who's done the most damage in the game to see who wins the game. And basically, I'm on full hit points. I don't want to risk getting hit at this point, because I've got the majority of the hit points. And this guy is... what is he going to do? The T-30 there. I don't think I've really caught sight of actually seen the Death Star out in the open at all. He's playing it pretty safely. It all comes down to how many hit points we're going to have by the looks of things. So it's less than a minute now. And the Death Star's been spotted. But he's behind some rocks. I can't get a shot on him. Death Star is... and we get spotted, but he's got his rear to me. This could be good. Need to track him. And we do. And we track him. And he's a one-shot. And good. Right. Now it's just down to us two. Now it's just down to me and the Death Star. Death Star has less hit points than me, but it depends on the teams. So we got just under 7,000 direct damage and 6 kills, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a mastery game in the Super Conqueror. It really came down to the wire. That was a fun game. These are the games that we as tankers strive for, but don't get very many of these days, unfortunately. Anyway, bye-bye, guys.